Welcome! Today I have a very different kind of video. I will be basically sleeving a bunch of photo cards and then sorting them all out. So I recently went on holiday to Japan and I went a little bit crazy with the weak yen. I ended up buying a bunch of albums and then I ended up finding a lot of shops that just sold like photo cards on their own. So that's what this pile here is, as well as some trades that arrived while I was on holiday. Since I have this massive stack of photo cards, I need to reorganize. And I was running out of space in this binder. I need to basically rechange everything. So while I was in Japan, I got a bunch of pages and this new really crappy binder. I was gonna get a nicer one, but I actually couldn't find any like nice A5 6 rings. So we got this one from Daiso. It was 100 yen, so 50p. So we're rolling with that until I find a nicer one. Originally, I just had these two collect books and this 4-pocket here. This had my Astro collection, my Boynextdoor, and my Yeonjun collection in here. This one here had all of my BTS photo cards, and this one was just everything MISC. But as you'll see once I start sleeving these, I bought mostly Astro cards while I was in Japan because the Jinjins were very, very cheap. So I think this one might just become my Astro binder, and then I'll put Jaehyun from Boynextdoor and Yeonjun in here. But we'll see how it goes. First things first, I need to sleeve these, so we will do that now. I use popcorn sleeves. This one's kind of running out, but I have another packet, so that'll be fine. So let's get started with that. So I got all of these Jinjin cards from a shop called K-Books in, I think it was Ikebukuro, but I will check. It will be on screen if that is not correct. And they were all 110 yen each, which means that all of this is not a Jinjin, admittedly, but all of the Jinjins that I am sleeving right now, they were all 50p. So that's why I went a little bit crazy on the Jinjins. But yeah, if you're ever in Japan, definitely head to K-Books. They had so many photo cards, and I also, while I was there, managed to find my like #1 photo card, which I will show you once it comes up. This one right here, this was my #1 PC for a very, very long time. It is the Care Bear Anu card, which if you're in Aroa, and maybe if you aren't, you will know that this card is very highly sought after and very difficult to find. Like, it's a very common scam card, so I'm always really worried about buying it. But they had it in K-Books, and it was like, I don't remember what it was in yen, but it was roughly about £12–13. And I always said I would spend maximum £15 on this card, and so basically I spent a tenner with shipping included. That's how I rationalised it to myself. But I am finally the proud owner of a Care Bear Anu. I am so happy to have this card, and it helped me out with my OT6 All Yours Astro collection. So yes, definitely recommend checking out K-Books. They have some really rare and sought after cards there, as well as lots of really cheap album PCs, although this is an album PC, but yeah. I got all of those Jinjins for 50p each, so yeah, definitely recommend going to K-Books if you're ever in Japan. Another thing I actually do want to mention is while I was in Japan, we were there for Boynexdoor's Japanese debut, so I went into Terror Records and I got all the versions, so that's really exciting. That's why there's quite a lot of Boynexdoor cards here too. So these cards are super adorable, but I don't have the money to keep these and buy all the Jaehyuns for my Jaehyun collection, so they will be going up for trade. So if any Woonak, Rue, or Leehan stands are watching this, head over to my Instagram if you want to pick these up, if you have the Jaehyun, of course. But yeah, it was super cool being in Japan for their Japanese debut. It was really cool. There was lots of stuff around the shops like celebrating it for them, so that was really nice. And the ones that are left here are other albums I bought in Tower Records, as well as ones I've received from trades while I've been away. This last card here, this is the Tower Records lucky draw for And, the Japanese Boynextdoor debut. And this was so cool. So I bought 4 Boynextdoor albums while I was there, so I got 4 attempts at the lucky draw. So I had to go down to the first floor and basically spin a machine to see if I got it. Out of those 4, I only got 1 card. I got a bunch of other freebies and things like that for like just through the lucky draw, but I got 1 photo card and I picked out the Jaehyun, which is so exciting. My Jaehyun luck is actually crazy, but yeah, it was really cool to be able to actually do the lucky draw. And it's probably the only lucky draw card I will ever have because I don't have that much money to spend on collecting at the minute. But yeah, it's really cool to just have this Tower Records lucky draw and for it to be Jaehyun. Like, my luck was insane. But this is the last card I need to sleeve, so we'll do that and then I'll get on to sorting everything. Alright, so I'm ready to start putting everything in now. I'm going to start with my original 4 pocket, and I'm going to start with my first collection that I ever actually tried to do, which is my Astro OT6 All Yours. So this is the little cover page that I made. We can start putting everything that I already had away, and then my 2 new All Yours cards that I have. So let's get started on that. And that is it for the All Yours collection. So as you can see, I'm actually extremely close to finishing it. I just need 1 more Min Min card. So if anyone watching this has this card and wants to potentially get rid of it, please hit me up because I would be so happy to finish this collection. It was the first one I started and I am so close to being done. It would make me so unbelievably happy. And again, as I mentioned, I'm so happy to finally have this card. Yep, this one's new too. That one came from someone on Instagram. And the next section of cards to put away will be the Jinjin cards, which, as you see, I have a lot of new cards to put away, so this one might take up the rest of this binder, but we'll see what happens. So let me get that set up and we can start that straight away. all of the Jinjin cards I have. I already had quite a few, but the number since coming back from this trip it's definitely increased. I really love seeing like just his face this many times. I think my Jinjin collection is the biggest one that I have, and although there is still space at the back, this is where I used to have my Yeonjun collection, I think I will just leave this binder to be for Astro, because I still have lots of Jinjin cards to get, and there are other members that I might want to pick up some more cards for. So this one shall be left as my Astro binder for now, which is nice and exciting. So this one is finished. We have OT6 All Yours, which is almost finished, and now a lot more Jinjin PCs. But again, I still have a long way to go for Jinjin, so that's why this one is finishing here. So next up I am going to be putting away my Jaehyun collection. So I'm going to move him into this new temporary binder with the new pages as well. So I'm actually quite close to finishing Jaehyun, apart from the new and PCs, which I'm going to try and trade. But we can pop him away for now and enjoy, I guess. That's it for the JM collection. So I've actually finished Who and Why. I'm very close to finishing How. I just need the Weverse and the Kit version, which are actually proving very difficult. And then obviously I'm quite far behind on And, but again, keep an eye out on my Instagram page because trade posts will be going up. So if you're interested in trading, please just DM me. I promise I'm nice. So the next collection I'm going to be putting away is my Yeonjun collection. I only actually got one new card of Yeonjun while I was in Japan, but since he's being moved into this new binder, I need to put them all away, so let's get started on that. And that's all of the Yeonjuns put away. So I kind of collect Yeonjun quite selectively, so although I don't have anywhere near all of his cards, I'm actually quite close to being finished on my Yeonjun collection. But yeah, now that these have all been put away and I think I'm finished with this binder for now, with quite a few pages left, I want to talk about these pages actually, because again, I got them from Daiso, the same place as the binder, and so a pack of 10 pages was 100 yen each, 50p. And these are actually really nice pages. They're really smooth, they feel nice. and yeah, they just are really nice quality for being 50p. But yeah, that'll be this binder here finished. Again, I am looking for a nicer actual binder, but it does the job for now, and again, it was only 50p. So the next collection I'm going to put away is my BTS collection. I keep my BTS collection in this little collect book with this cute little freebie of Jimin that I got. My BTS collection is kind of weird. I collect Jimin extremely selectively, so just a few of his cards that I think are really nice. I've got one OT7 set, and then basically everything else is just pulls. I organise this one in chronological order, so that's what I'll be doing here. And although I only got one Jimin card because it's a collect book, it is actually such a nightmare to put these away, so you can enjoy watching me doing that for however long it takes me. So let's get started. Not 7 came out before B, so I now need to take out all of the B cards because I'm an idiot. See what I mean by collect books are a nightmare? Let's go, I guess. Collect book. So as you can see, it's actually extremely full, so I've only got one space for one more card. And I do actually have some more BTS cards on the way since I have ordered Muse, so I'm gonna have to find another place to keep these, but we'll figure that out when it happens. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yep, that is the end of my BTS Collect book. I really do love this freebie of Jimin in the front. And we'll see what happens with this in the future, but in the meantime, we'll move on to our final and last collection, which is quite exciting. So this is the last collection I need to put away. This isn't really a collection, it's just miscellaneous photo cards that I don't really have collections for, except one OT6 Boynextdoor set, but it just didn't fit in with my Jayons. So this one will go group to group, and and then at the end I'll have cards that I am planning on trading, or the cards that are up for trade on my page already. So let's get started. Is it for the miscellaneous category, or miscellaneous collect book. I left a space here for the test line card because it's the only one I need for this OT6 set. I mean, with this one being finished, that means I have put away all of my photo cards, so I'll get them all back up here to just say some closing messages, I guess. Alright, so that's it. All of my photo cards have been put away into their new homes, and the new photo cards have been sleeved before going into their new homes. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. My Astro collection is in here and it still has room for it to grow, especially with the Jin-Jins. This new one here, I am still looking out for a better binder, but it has enough space to allow Jan and Yeonjun to grow, plus the pages are super nice for being super cheap. My miscellaneous collect book is still got space to add more cards just from album pulls. My BTS collect book is full. So I am gonna have to figure out what to do with that later on, but that is future me's problem. I know this is super different from what I normally do in my videos, but I had a lot of work to do putting all of these away, so I thought it would motivate me more to film it and make it into content for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you did, because I could make more of these. I could do like pack with me's and things like that. And as I said, I bought a lot of stuff in Japan, so if you're interested in seeing a haul of that, or just like a flip through of the albums I bought, specifically the Boynextdoor ones, just because I think they're quite cool and I've never actually had any Japanese albums before, so if you're interested in that, let me know. I can film those, it'll be absolutely fine. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye!